Hello developers, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to learn about the use of variables, naming rules for variables, data types related to variables value, and defining constant variable in PHP. We use variable in PHP to make it easy to use the same string in a different places in a code. For example, consider we have to print one string in a 10 different places. So we can do that using echo, write echo with a double or a single quote, type string in it that we want to print in a code. This takes your time, and also if we want to change something in that string, we need to change it in 10 different places. But in PHP, if we declare a variable and assign the string or integer to that variable, like $first name equal to in a double or single quote rich PHP. Here remember that the variable name always start with a dollar sign and a variable value assigned with equal to sign. The above variable declare a string data type variables. Now print the above variable multiple times and see the result. As you see, it's printed 4 times rich PHP in a single line. As we see in a previous video, we can use HTML tags in a variable. Just put the tag in a double or a single quote. Here we can use it in a variable that we declared earlier. That is a BR tag. Now all the variables are printed on a new line. Also, when you are using the variable to print the data in PHP, you can directly pass that variable to echo or print function. You do not need to put that variable in a double or a single quote, because when you declare a variable with an assigned value, it automatically detects which data type value the variable has. Now, some naming rules you need to follow when you are naming variable with a name. The first rule is variable name must start with letters. You can use a small or a capital letter for the same, or start with an underscore characters. Also, any special character or number at the beginning of the variable is not allowed. The second rule is a variable name can consist of number, letter and underscore, but you cannot use special character like plus, minus, percentage and etc. Also, there is no size limit for variable. Here are some examples of correct way to write a variable name. You can use underscore in the beginning, you can use the capital letter in the beginning, you can use underscore in between the variable. Also, you can use the number in between or end of the variables. And for example, the wrong way to write a variable, you cannot add the space in between the variables, you cannot start the variable with the numbers, you cannot use the special character in the variables. Also, do not forget that variables are case sensitive. If you declare the first variable like dollar in a small letter first name, and also declare a variable in the same name but capital letter like dollar first name, these two are two different variables. Now we are going to check data types in PHP. PHP has a total of 8 data types which we use to construct our variables. The value that assigned to a variable has some data types. For example, $x equal to in double quote rich PHP, or you can write in a single quote like $x equal to rich PHP. Both consider string data types. In PHP, to check data types of value, you can use the where underscore dem function as we see in the previous video. Another data type is an integer. In integer data type, we can write number directly without single or double quote. For example, $x equal to 1234 semicolon. Or to write a float value, we also do not need a single or double quote. You can call this data type double or float data type. The next data type is Boolean. As the name suggests, Boolean has only true or false value. These four combined data types, integer, float, string and Boolean, are called scalar data types in PHP. The next data types are called compound data types, and there are two compound data types in PHP. First is an array data type. To create an array with multiple value in it, we use the array function. An array is the most important part of PHP. In coming tutorial, we see more video about arrays, but right now we are going to check how to pass an array to a variable. For example, $x equal to array function, and in the function pass the value in double quote reach, in single quote PHP, comma 123, comma 12.34, comma 2. Here in the array function, use comma to separate the value in the array function. Here we are going to print all data types in a single array. The second compound data type is the object data type. In this data type, we create an object of class. For example, if I create a class and in that class I create one function print, to access that function we can create an object of that class called object data types. The next two data types are called special data types, null data types. It will display nothing as a null value, means no value assigned to the variable. And another data type is resource data type, is a special type that refers to an external resources. For example, if you check with ff1 one file, it shows the output resource file of type stream. As we see, PHP has a total 8 data types: string, integer, float, boolean, array, object, null and resource data types. We can also able to define the constant variable in PHP using the define function or using the const keyword. A constant is an identifier for a simple value. The value cannot be changed during the script. A valid constant name starts with a letter or underscore. In constant, we cannot use the dollar sign. The syntax for the define is define name value case insensitive. The name means the keyword that we use to access the constant value. The second parameter is the value, and the last is to define function name that we define is case insensitive or not. It accepts only true or false boolean value. For example, define constant name value. You can directly access it by calling a constant name echo constant name. Another way to create a constant using the const keyword, const name of constant equal to value, and directly print it this variable in a echo. We use constant for defining constant value that are used in the project almost on every page. Because of this, we can easily access the created constant variable. Thank you guys, that's it for today. Hope you understand the variables, data types and constant in PHP. Bye bye, share the video with your programmers friends, and thank you.